What's up? Welcome to the No Manga Podcast, a weekly show about all things skateboarding. My name's Rick Beta, and hope you're having a great week. You can follow along on social media at Rick Beta, RICKBATA, or you can email the show nomangapodcast@gmail.com. All I gotta say is, go Warriors. Go Warriors. So this past week had me, checking out some, I put unique videos, or guys, different kind of videos. I mean, one that actually I was kind of very surprised that I actually enjoyed, but obviously were good enough for, to motivate me to talk about them. But I want to start off with Paul Martin Rodriguez, a.k.a. P-Rod, a.k.a. the Switch guitarist. That's right. I said Switch and guitarist in the same sentence because Paul's Don't Quit Your Daydream, it featured on Fender Guitar's YouTube page, and let me just say right off the bat, it didn't disappoint. It did not disappoint. I'd like to see more. I'd love to see more. Would love to see a follow-up episode. Give him some time to practice, kind of rehearse. So maybe like a year or two from now, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out to the universe. But I don't recall Paul ever talking about his passion for, about playing guitar. I mean, right? I mean, do you, or did I just, or have I forgotten about it? Did he mention it? I don't know. I just didn't remember. But this video overall, though, is a nice introduction to, musicians, any musicians out there, or just any fans, I guess, who maybe have not heard of Paul, Rodriguez before, because it's a very nice sample size of his talent, well, at least on a skateboard. We didn't get to hear too much of him play. That's why I said I wanted more. But, they started off with a bunch of clips of him skating, of course, both regular and switch, just your typical P-Rod clips, everything we've come to expect from him over the years. But to new eyes, it was a great serving of basically one of the best to do it, even though they probably don't realize that. So it was a good sample size. But like I mentioned earlier, we already know that he's got a great talent. He can skate switch, skate regular. He doesn't really have a stance. He's that good both ways, but he can also play switch. Damn, that's right. I mean, dude could play guitar with the other hand. He's seen at 49 seconds in, right after the title credits, playing right-handed. Okay, then 3 seconds later, he's seen playing the guitar left-handed. But that's insane. I mean, not only can he skate switch like a boss, he can play switch guitar as well. Raise your hand if you ever tried playing the guitar before. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's hard enough learning the chords, getting your fingers all, calloused up. And it's a whole other level to pull a ZZ Top, and spin that bad boy around and take it from the other side. So gnarly, Paul. My brain wouldn't be able to do that. I'm just looking at my finger right now I could probably strum, yeah, but not get those chords. No. My fingers wouldn't be able to handle it at all. Definitely my right hand. Nope. I'd be like that sweet lady in Happy Gilmore complaining that, my fingers hurt. Nice warm glass to shut the hell up. Now your back's going to hurt because now you have landscaping duty. Remember that? Ben Stiller. Epic. My fingers hurt. Oh, yeah, that's great because now your back's going to hurt. You pulled landscaping duty. And we got to learn about, Paul's favorite band. Didn't know that going in. Did he mention that before and I had forgotten about it too? You're like, damn, Rick, you just don't know anything about Paul, man. He's mentioned it before, but I didn't know. It was new to me. Maybe it'll be new to you if you haven't seen it yet. But I wouldn't have guessed that one either. Hey, Rick, name P-Rod's favorite band or group. I'm like, I don't know. Oh, I'm laughing at my notes here. We also got to relate to him. We got to relate to Paul. See, Paul and I, we have things in common. I'm sure you do too. Paul, yeah, we got a lot in common, dude. We've all done this in the past, and we've all, and capital ALL, all have regretted it, okay? And if you haven't done this yet, you will. Trust me. We all do it eventually, okay? I'm talking about giving away something and either instantly regretting it or over time regretting it. I know I've given away a ton of let's see. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Skateboards, my old skateboards, all the cool ones, all the, like the unique skateboards. I gave them away over the years. I regret it. I regret some. I wish I would have kept like my first board ever, my Grosso toy box. Just things like that. So I regret. I don't know who I gave them to. They're just gone. I know some video games I've probably either gave away or quote unquote loaned over the years. Just that. Those are just two that kind of popped into my mind right away. But Paul gave away one of his old guitars to a friend. I mean, you could hear the regret in his voice too. Like, I don't think, they didn't have the camera directly on his face, but he probably would have cried. I mean, he big time regretted that move. A move that if, said person catches wind of it, that dude will probably, like, if he still has that guitar, he's got some decisions to make. That friend I'm talking about. I mean, or maybe no decisions make, but no pressure at all, guy. Nah, not at all. It's only on Fender's website or Fender's YouTube. I didn't look how many followers they have, but they probably got a pretty good chunk. It probably is circling back to that dude right now. I'm not saying that, giving it back to him is the right thing to do. I'm not going to pressure that. But I'm sure you might be sweating it just a little bit. Maybe losing a little bit of sleep over it. Maybe a nightmare or two. I always tell my kids all the time, because they do that. They'll give something to each other, one another. And then, okay, if you give something to your brother or your sister, it's theirs now. You can't take it back like a minute later. You can't just do that. No, it's mine. No, you gave it to him or her. It's theirs now. Can't do that. However, if it were me, honestly, and I heard him say that on video and you could hear the pain in his voice, I'd probably be driving over to P-Rod's house and, either surprising him with the guitar or like just drive by and like leave it on like the doorstep, or ring the doorbell. Ding dong. He's probably got a ring or something. Just hold it up to the Ring camera. Dude, hey, here you go. Or even no words exchange. Just hold it up, show it. He'll look at the camera. It'd be like that, like a Disney movie moment. I play the emotional song and cue up the crying. But I wouldn't expect anything in exchange, is what I'm saying. No, I wouldn't want some dunks in exchange or memorabilia. I would just go in and say, no, you know what? You made a mistake. I'm just a good human being. I'm not saying that this other guy isn't. This is just me talking. Here, Paul, you deserve this back because you're into playing the guitar now. However, though, now I think about it, that's only if he's not using it anymore. Okay, and say if maybe it's some cool like hardcore punk band, like up and coming, or maybe he's in a punk band or a band now, some metal band, basically some successful band. That's one thing, right? But if it's collecting dust, that's another. So that's why I say, dude's got some pressures. So needless to say, let's hope that dude never hears about it. No one ever gets back to say, oh, dude, you got Paul's guitar? That's messed up, dude. Give it back to him. Hopefully this guy is like maybe some big dude now playing guitar and on the road and touring. Who knows? Actually, now I think about it, of course, the first brand that I think about it to investigate and find it, maybe Jenkum will catch wind of this and eventually finding out the identity of this guy, not knock on his door. Hey, man. Yeah. Can we interview you about that guitar Paul's talking about? He was like, what are you talking about? Gave that away, 10 years ago. And then it'd be plot twist. Oh, no. But as I said, again, no pressure, dude with P-Rod's guitar. I mean, with your guitar that P-Rod gave you. No pressure. Yeah. But one thing that this video did for me, I don't know if you've seen over, or heard over the years. I like videos or just brands that inspire me, right? It kind of tickles that this little inspiration in me. But it inspired me, and this is a huge, well, of course, maybe, in that I just might pick up my guitar again soon. That's right. I've got a guitar. It's right here in the garage, right behind me. It's a Fender Stratocaster, black and white. I think I can't remember I have a sticker on it, but I bought it decades ago, 2 decades ago. Yeah, 20 years ago or so. And although I got new-ish strings on it, I just haven't really played it. I haven't had time. I haven't had the motivation. But I could literally turn around right now and pull it out. But I'm not going to. And I think this video is... Actually, now I think about it too, I've got a small amp still and a distortion pedal. Yeah. But keep in mind, I can't really play much outside of, hear me out, Twinkle a Little Star. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of me now? You know, distortion pedal and all. I've done it. I could do it. But I think this video came to me at the right time in my life. There's always a meaning or timing when things come to your life. There are no accidents in this universe. That's a fact. So I don't know. See what you did, Paul. Now I need to find time to like squeeze in the time during my week to practice guitar. I can barely crank out these, podcast episodes. Now I got to find time to play guitar, but I do. Actually, you know what? But the good thing is I'm still a beginner, right? There's no pressure. I do actually still have some tablature books around. One for Bush, yeah, the band Bush, and get this, Metallica. Those are the two I have. That's what I was trying to start with. Twinkle Little Star, Bush, Metallica. That was me. That was my intro to playing the guitar. You can probably see why I didn't really catch on, But that's all I've got, Actually, think about it. Maybe I'll fire up some YouTube lessons or something. Obviously, YouTube's gained a lot of momentum, a lot of traction since I, started playing guitar. So I don't know, whatever. I do know that I've been on record saying that I want to learn drums one day. Has that happened? But actually, you know what? That probably won't happen until, I connect with Cabbage in Maryland. That's going to, or maybe I'll find him on the road when he's traveling across country. Like, dude, bring your drums with you, man. Give me a quick lesson. I'm in Utah. Yeah, you're in Utah too? Hell yeah, dude. But that could be kind of, many years down the road. You never know. I need to go with what I have now. So anyway, thanks, Paul Martin Rodriguez. Thanks. Appreciate it. Now I have the pressure to play again. Thanks for the inspiration. But no, I'm serious about it. So thanks for the inspiration. But yeah, thanks Fender for creating this video. It was a nice combination of like skate and guitar. I'll sure to keep you in the loop of my practice sessions now. But as I said, that's still a maybe. That's still a maybe in the worst. But all I gotta say is just don't plan on me using it for my intro music. I will promise you that. Okay. If you hear Twinkle Little Star with the distortion pedal going, you're like, oh, Rick has lost his mind. He's gone. Somebody go check on him. But if what I've said these last few minutes still doesn't motivate you to check this one out, at least give it, okay, how many? Like a couple minutes, like two or 3 minutes. Starting at 6 minutes and 38 seconds. Just skip ahead. Listen to what he says from that moment on. That right there. Everything he said. Truly inspiring. And thanks for reminding me of that, dude. I mean, it really does come down to that, Paul. Such a great reminder. It's so good. I was waiting for like Keenan Ivory Wayans to pop out of nowhere and be like, message. It's that good. But this is time well spent, Can't wait to see the follow-up video. And I'll put the link to the video in the notes below. Check it out, please. Let me get some water. Let's see, what else did I check out this week or this past week? Oh yeah, LA Skateboarding and Eric Koston's In the Wild. And this was from Nike. Was a surprising treat. That was one I mentioned at the top of I was kind of surprised. I actually enjoyed it. I don't know why. For some reason I thought I wouldn't. I think it's just, maybe I was grumpy at the time. I don't know. But we got to see him skating with his son Flynn. Eric was his usual self. And if you don't vibe with him, you probably won't vibe with him well with this video either. But I've always loved this dude's sense of humor. He's always had fun on four wheels. I mean, that's what it's all about. And it looks like, his son is following his push steps too. It was very cool to see. And I had to note though, it's interesting how he got his son to pick up skateboarding at all. I was like, freaking genius. Why didn't I think of that back in the day? Hell, actually, my kids are going to be 11 this month. I might still have time. Maybe. I mentioned before, I started at 12. So I don't know. There's still hope for me to have one of my kids pick up, skateboarding. But thanks for the tip, Eric. I appreciate it. That was a light bulb moment. And I'm sure many other pros have done that very exact thing, but they've never vocalized it before. Maybe they just kind of At least for me, I haven't heard it. But his tactic, it starts at 1 minute and 30 seconds. If you don't feel like watching the whole 5 minute and 1 second of the entire video, 1:30. Skip to there. If you're trying to get your kids to skate, Eric's got your back. Just do that. Just do that. It's like, duh. Why didn't I think of that? But I recommend checking out the whole thing. I mean, you got to see Koston like shredding at the age of 48. Still killing. I wish I had his bag of tricks at this very moment. I don't, though. Keep killing it, Eric, though. Keep killing it, man. Hell yeah, dude. And your boy Flynn, too. Flynn's got a bright, bright future. I think he's got some of that sarcasm, too. So, hey, hold on tight, people. It's coming. Grown-up Flynn is taking over for Koston. And finally, in skateboarding news. Wait, let's see. Justin Bishop now rides for Street Plant. That's right. Mike V's company is growing. It's growing. And you know what? Oh, actually, hold on a sec. I need to do this. I need to put on my sports analyst suit first. Oh, let me get this. Yeah, this tie. This tie works. Yeah. All right, cool. I like this move. I actually love this move. Only because if you know what Street Plant is all about and what Mike Valley represents, it makes complete sense. In fact, some people might even say, like, what the hell took you so long, Mike? Huh? Punk? I don't care if you beat up all those dudes in the past. How come you haven't signed Justin yet? Catch me outside. Oh, wait, actually, in Des Moines, it's kind of cold, right? Nah, never mind. We'll handle this at another time. Quote, Street Plant exists to welcome all into skateboarding with love, to promote the art and fun of skateboarding, to support, service, inspire, ellipses. I'll let you finish the rest. That was taken straight from the Street Plant website. Keyword inspire. Wow, I didn't even think about that. That's a theme of this episode, maybe. I know I mentioned before. That's a trigger word for me, right? It's right in line with their vision and their brand. And that's exactly what Justin Bishop does for me. The dude gives it all. There's no fear to be seen. No pun intended. His Against the Ropes is quite literal, actually. Quite literal. The title. It's about 3 minutes and 9 seconds of like gnarly skating, truly inspiring skating. But I took a ton of notes. Here's what I took down along the way. For one, this was released via the Barracks channel. So I can already hear a lot of people going, oh, no, that's lame. Hear me out. No, hear me out. As I said, that's interesting. However, being that, I'm talking about the Barracks, they have 1.4 million followers. That might be probably the motivation behind this move. So if you're looking for the video, just peep the Barracks' YouTube page. I'll probably put it down below as well, and you'll be all good. But in fact, I have a bone to pick with all these 1.4 million of you that follow the Barracks, including myself. How in the hell does this video, as of this recording, only have 8.1 thousand views? So 8,100 views. That's it. How? Should be way more. Just saying, stop hating, at least for 3 minutes and 9 seconds, okay? Is that a deal? And what's crazy, what normally I would be mentioning or complaining about a video opening with a bail, but in this case, I'm all for it. In fact, I didn't mind seeing any of his bails in this video. They all were so inspiring to me. Yeah, his bails were inspiring me. I kept thinking, like, why would you even try that trick? I kept saying that throughout this video. Whoa, why would you try that? For example, his opening attempt, 50-50 down that handrail. A 50-50 down a handrail, round rail. How scary is that, just being able to see it? But would you be able to fall from something like that, blindfolded, that high? Not being able to see? Not knowing like how your slam is really going to go? It's ridiculous. And look at his head too during the slam. He has no idea what's coming. He still goes for it. Goes all out for it. His back truck, it didn't quite make it up to the top. He gets pitched to the ground to the other side. It's like, ouch, man, ouch. But what does he do? Dude busts out with a Chuck Norris thumbs up. That's what he does. It's all good for Justin. You don't need no sympathy here. That's what he does. That's who he is. And then we got to see the tie-in with the rope. No pun intended. And yes, I did notice the nice swipes of the credits. I think I did a swipe up and then a swipe right to left. I noticed that. Very cool. I'm all for it. And it was cool to see how they did incorporate, the rope with a few of his tricks. I mean, it allowed him to skate. I think it allowed him to skate spots that may have been maybe a little too difficult to navigate. I mean, yes, he has the stick, the guide stick, but there were some spots where like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you just kind of keep him straight, keep him going, kind of narrow obstacle. It's very cool. But you all know when I think Mike was easily convinced for him to join the team. Probably, or at least it started about a minute 3 in. That right there. Mike didn't even have a choice after that. I mean, he was probably throwing stuff against the wall after seeing that. I bet that was probably brought up during his interview. And we talk about a great way to get your future boss's attention. And give him a nod at the same time. And that wasn't the only time. I was like, are you kidding me? How did you do that? Well played, Justin. And how about this? Okay, fakey front 180 down that ditch, that bank. Pause it at a minute 12, though. Look at how he has to know where and when to pop. Look at that stick. Look at the angle. To time that, like that, roll down that bank, and it had that flat that kind of shot him out. Come on, man. Seriously? So good. Moments later, he did that heel flip on flat to crooked grind on that ledge. Such a clean line. Like, seriously, dude? Oh, how about that board slide at a minute 39? Damn, Justin. Just a casual body varial to spice things up. Because we all can do those. Being blind or not. Nuts. I did so many pause rewind moments in this video, though. And I couldn't even tell you anything about his song selection. I don't think I heard the whole thing continuously. I did not watch this video all the way through it and just without pausing. I paused and rewound his, gap ollie at a minute 58. Jeez. Really? Seriously. And speaking of nods from earlier, his nod to Ed Templeton, 210, hospital flip. Bravo, man. That was clean. You guys try that. You go out there this weekend and try it. I mean, it definitely deserves like the slow motion. It deserved a slow motion, but also should have had like the slow motion. The cow moves, in my opinion. But hey, that was beautiful. Beautiful. No, I was never able to land those that clean. I don't think, maybe I landed a couple. I don't know. Yet alone off a 4 set and blind. Yeah, sure. Let me do that. I'll do it right away. First try. I loved how I love the editing in this video too, because right after that long ass board slide at 215, they queued up his ender, one that probably got his future boss's attention as well. It was a huge front side 360 boneless down that 6 stair. I literally laughed out loud at that moment. It's like, oh, really, dude? That ridiculous. That was the moment that Mike, he called out to his wife, his family. Family meeting right now. Get in here now. Family meeting. Oh, what, babe? What, Dad? What's going on? He's all, babe, sweetie, honey, or whatever. My love. Whatever he called her. We've got to get this guy on the team like yesterday. It's our density. I mean destiny. Family meeting. Mike V family meeting. We got to get this guy. Make it happen. Let's get our people to call his people. Call his agents. Whatever we need to do. Get him on the phone. Send a fax. Frontside 360 boneless down those steps. Pfft. I mean, I have to go back and look. I know Mike V's done them before, but I got to go back and look. Maybe Justin's was cleaner? Maybe? Would that be crazy? Probably not, but you know. But yeah, that was definitely, that sealed his fate. Sealed his fate. Yeah, there was a lot of element boards in this field. I think there was all element. Now I think about it. But Mike's probably like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and do all these, street plant boards. Can we do that? Yeah, we'll do a frontside 360 bonus down, an 11 stair set. Sound good? Yeah, Justin. Yeah, you could do it. And also, he probably can. But another thing I love about these tricks being back to back, namely these last two, 215 and then right after that, is the fact that little ball thingy at the end of a stick, it went flying on both occasions. It's pretty fun to see the white ball bounce and like roll away. Luckily, it didn't get run over by a bus or anything. That'd be like one of those movie moments where like it falls and it rolls in the streets, like big greyhound runs it over. Like, no, I need that. At first, though, I thought someone was trying to like make the dude skid to a halt and crash. I'm like, damn, don't hate on the guy. But no, it's because his stick just whacked the floor and the ball went rolling. Check it out. Those last two clips. That ball is bouncing all over the place. See if you can spot the bouncing balls. Let me know. They're like, yeah, I saw it, Rick. Yeah. That was just kind of funny. I was like, damn, who threw the ball? Why would you roll a ball at this guy? Tell what you're trying to do, man. But this was such an amazing video. One that I wouldn't have minded seeing more slams in it. How is that even possible that I'm even saying that? I hate watching slams. I never do. I fast forward them. I've got the slam button. But there were about 7 to 8 really hard slams in this video. And I did not have a problem watching them. It was so weird. I think it's just because it was triggering a different reaction in my body. Like, damn, that's so motivating, so inspiring. But all it did, though, was like move up my respect level for him even more. I already had it. It was already there. I mean, this dude can skate transition. He can skate it all. Justin is a beast on a board. And it's a great fit for Street Plant. I still have my, shirt and tie on right now. Still believe it. Mike was thinking like, yeah, huh, real? I see your Mancina and raise you a bishop, after all said and done. So bravo to all involved. And most importantly, this is a huge move for Street Plant. Huge move. Going to get a lot of eyes from the Barracks channel. A lot of eyes on Justin. A lot of eyes on the brand, That's a win-win for them, Can't wait to see what's next from all of them. Shout out to Mike V as well. Much respect. And I'll see you guys next week.